Hello guys, my name is Labhan. Today I am speaking this.
So let's understand about the DSO. So if you look at here, this is the TBS 2000B series digital oscilloscope. Let us understand the function of digital oscilloscope, that is TBS 2000B series. So if you look at here, we have the 4 channel number 1, channel number 2, channel number 3 and channel number 4. Okay. So if I press the channel number 1, so this is channel number 1. So what you can see here, you can see the DC coupling. If you want to measure your DC voltage, you can have the DC coupling, or else you can have also, you can change the coupling to AC if you want to measure your AC coupling. So I am changing the coupling now, and the next function is invert. And usually we keep the invert function off, otherwise the signal you will see is opposite, it's not the actual signal. So keep your invert signal off, and usually the bandwidth is full. So we can have the bandwidth till 20 megahertz, and you can also have the bandwidth of full. If I say the full bandwidth, this oscilloscope supports the full bandwidth of 70 megahertz, then you have the option level, preset level, then you have the option to select the probe. And if you click on the probe, you will see here the voltage probe attenuation, and the voltage probe you can have coupling AC and DC. And if you click on the probe, what you see here, you have the voltage, you have the attenuation factor. If I rotate this to attenuation, in attenuation you can increase or decrease the attenuation, and it up to 1000 I can see here. If you are measuring the voltage, now, you can click measure the current. If you are measuring the current, click S, otherwise it is no. Set to X and set to 10x. So by clicking these things you can select, like here if I click on more, then it is position. So you can select the channel here, and you can off the channel by pressing this button. I am just turning off the channel now. And same for the channel 2. If you want to have setting for channel 2, you can click on the channel 2, which is here. Same for the channel 3 and same for the channel 4. So in channel, if you click on the channel button, you will see the different option as per this: coupling, invert, bandwidth, level, probe, offset and more. And now let us see the measurement. If I click on the measurement part, this is my measurement part, and once you click on the measurement, you will see the channel option here. If you want to measure the voltage and current for the channel 1, you have to tick here, channel 2 tick here, channel 3 press this, channel 4 press this. And if you want to perform the mathematical operation, you have to press on the math. If you want to remove all the measurements, you have to remove all the measurement, then yes, remove all the measurement and click here, and it is going to remove. So this is the measurement. And if you look at the measurement part, what can be measured here? So right now I have selected channel 4. You can have the channel 1 as well. So this is my channel 1, and if you look at now here, the snapshot, whatever we can measure from this oscilloscope is the maximum voltage, peak to peak voltage, amplitude, minimum voltage, RMS voltage, frequency, rise time, fall time, mean, plus width. So you will see the frequency here, what you can do, ages you can measure, the time you can, period, rise time, fall time, delay RF. So duty, plus duty, minus duty, burst, whatever you want you can measure here. You can also measure the amplitude, which is peak to peak amplitude, maximum, minimum, high, low, over. And if you click anything, let's say I am clicking here, I want to measure the rise time, so click the rise time here and it will appear in your display. Now I want to measure the amplitude. So what is the peak to peak? If you click on the peak to peak, you will see here how the signal looks like and how the peak to peak signal is looking like here. And if you click on amplitude, so click on the amplitude now, and you will see how the measurement is done for the amplitude, the maximum signal, how the maximum signal can be measured, how the minimum signal can be measured, how the high is being measured, low is being measured, and so on. So how you can see the RMS, how the RMS calculation, cyclic RMS calculation is being done, and how the RMS is being measured. So area, you can also do area and cyclic area. So for all the channels you can do the measurement, and you can use this different function. So did you understand what I'm trying to explain it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so let me explain you one more feature. So this we done with the measurement, and let's see some other function. So this is the force trigger. So if I want to show you here, this is the force trigger part, and this is the force trigger. If I click the force trigger, you will see the different option here. Right now I don't see. You can see the menu, and you can see here the type of trigger. Whether you want to do the edge trigger, you can select the edge trigger, pulse width, run, and bus. You want to trigger the signal for your channel 2, click it here. If you want to have DC coupling, you can use DC coupling. Slope, if it is rising is or falling is. If it is level, you have to select the level, set to 50% or so. And the most important function here is the mode. If you look at my button this here, so this is basically the most important function. So down here it is mode, auto, on, off. So if I click this now, the mode and auto, on, off. So what we can see here is it is auto trigger at the moment. You can have the normal basically. So we do the measurement in the auto trigger, and the normal we are not using, and the hold off, then set hold off. So these kind of measurement you can do. You can trigger your signal by using the force trigger or trigger. Okay, so we done with the measurement, we done with the trigger. And now if let's say if you want to stop something, you can press this button, and if you press your stop button, this is my stop button, if you press it, your signal will be stopped. There is no running signal you will see. So if I have to again press this, if I press this, I see the green button. This is the single. So if you want to do the measurement in the single, you can do, press it here. This is the auto set button. This is the auto set button, and in auto set button you will press, your DSO is going to be completely auto reset mode. This is the function then. So function, I don't think anything. This is the very important feature here. So this is the zoom. So you want to zoom your signal, you can zoom it. That's not an issue. If you want to close now, if you want to zoom particular section of the signal, you press the zoom, and then you can zoom your signal like this, like this. It is zooming out and zooming in. Okay, zooming in and out. So what is next? Here we have the save and recall button. You can save your data, you can save your waveform. This is the default button. So default button, default setup, if you press it, it is going to go in default setup. And what else we want to see? So if you look at now, here we have the math function. So I'm going to close now the zoom. This here we have the math function. In math function, you can select your all 4 channel. You can select the different operator now, plus, minus, and into. If you look at here, this is the plus, minus, and into. Here it is appearing plus, minus, and into. This is the 4 channel. Mathematical operation you can perform, and division, vertical scale, and level. And this is the reference. At the moment it is off. You can also look at the FFT. So this is FFT. You can look at the FFT of your signal, and this is the bus. So we have the 4 channel. You can utilize 4 channel, and you can use the high voltage probe. So at the moment I am using this probe, and which is the Tektronix made. And if I read it out, the THDP02 So this is the probe, which is high voltage probe. And if you look at here, this about the probe, you can have option to measure up to 1500 volt peak, 150 volt peak, and full scale up to 5 megahertz. And this kind of probe, this is basically a differential voltage probe, and you can use it for your measurement. So hope guys at least you have some idea, and now some idea about the oscilloscope, and you are able to do some kind of measurement, at least basic measurement. If you want to measure the ripple, you can select your probe in the AC. Now I am going to close all this this channel. This is closed, this is closed, and this is also closed. This is also closed. If you want to measure the ripple, you can have your channel connected in AC. This you can rotate your signal, the amplitude. Here you can increase the voltage level. Here at the moment it is 2 millivolt. You can increase or decrease by using this button. This is the voltage lowable position, and this is for time scale. If you want to change the time scale, you can remove this and you can change the time scale. This is the time scale. This is the vertical position. If you want to rotate your signal from here to there, you can use this vertical position, and this is for selection. Okay, if you want to select anything, let's say if I want to measure the timing, this is the cursor function, very good function, and here you will see the find button. So if you press the cursor will appear, and whatever you want to measure the vertically, if you look at here, this is showing some kind of vertically, and this is showing vertically. If you want to measure the timing, you can select this. If you want to measure the amplitude, you have to select this, and if you want to measure both time and amplitude, so you have to select this. Now I can measure both time and amplitude. Okay, so Ashi, hope you understood and you learn about the oscilloscope.
Yes, I can.
Okay, and are you able to perform some kind of function now? Can you try using oscilloscope if you can perform some function? Try it, try rotating some knobs, and let's see whether you are able to do it or not. So it's your first electronics class, so try it. So this is measure. Can you press the measure button which is here, and you can measure the signal. Very good, and you can measure this kind of signal. What you can see in the oscilloscope?
Low.
Yes.
Over.
Yes.
Low, plus over, minus over, mean.
Okay, so hope this your first class for oscilloscope is okay, and you are able to learn about the oscilloscope. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much guys. Hope you also learned about the oscilloscope, basics of oscilloscope. If you have any further question on this, feel free to reach me out. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you so much.